Hi, Mike's Guns and Bows, Spiker 4440. I'm Mike. Today we're going to step outside of the shop and check out our chicken coop. We had an invasion of something came in and killed 2 of our chickens last night. So here's my coop. I had a used Suncast shed that I turned into a chicken coop. And I have recently just placed these dog-proof traps. It's dog-proof because the dog doesn't have hands like a coon, and a coon will stick his hand in there and the trap will actually set off and hold him by his foot, where you could either take him somewhere and release him or dispatch him. I have to have rat traps because the rats come in and eat the eggs. As you can see, we had a chicken just left. He was just sitting on the egg, so we're hoping that we'll be able to hatch more peeps because we were masticated. We had 8 new peeps that grew into, I guess they were born in April, early April, so they're a few months old. And then I have this screen here, and you can see where they chewed a hole right through the screen, and they go in there and they grab the chicken and take them out. And there's the inside. I have this door, which is, there's their roost. And I cut a door into the back so I could clean out the hay and the chicken poop that we use for our garden. And you can see the nesting boxes, and only one of them has eggs in it now, so we were probably hit hard on our eggs last night too, so we lost two of our new peeps. We had a total of 8, we're down to 6, and at one time we had like 12 of the Rhode Island Reds, and we're actually down to 5 of the Rhode Island Reds. So let's see, here's a trail of feathers. We'll follow them. Here's the old my peep rearing coop where I'll get my peeps and put them in there, and it's pretty safe. But if we keep them locked up all the time, they don't get to forage and free range, and you don't get the taste of the eggs. You might as well not even waste your time and money raising chickens. You might as well go buy them in the store because they don't taste any different than store-bought if you don't let them free range, in my opinion anyway. We tried it. Anyway, here's the feathers, and they go right into that bush. Now we'll go on the other side of the bush because that's pretty thick. I'm not going to go in there, so let's get back on the trail. And we'll go around here and see what we have left of the chicken. Yep, more feathers coming out of the other side of the bush. Oh, yeah, it looks like something ate them right here. You can see the remains, all the feathers of what was once my little peep. I'm sad, but it's part of nature, just like we have to dispatch them. There's another part, so maybe there was more than one, I'm thinking. Let's go back to the coop and find out where the other one. Okay, we're going back to this side of the coop, and I see we have a coon, a smaller one. You can see rat hole there. You have to kill the rats. They eat the eggs, and we have chipmunks, but eat the food. They don't eat a lot, so I don't really mess with the chipmunks. But you can see another one got whacked in here. You can see all the feathers. There's our waterers, all our feathers. And this was just an old dog kennel that I put onto the back of the chicken coop where they have a place that they could stay outside when they're locked up. I try to lock them up every night, but last night I was working away and I didn't get home in time, and the coons already did their damage. So let's go ahead and look at this trail here. That is a trail, but I don't see, oh, here's feathers here. Let's see where they lead to. Get through this thicket and get on the other side. Oh, yep, there's another one. Oh boy. You can see where the remains of my poor little baby chick got hammered. There's his little foot, so viewer discretion advised, because, you know, we're showing you live nature here. And, you know, we're part of it now because we stepped into the game and raised chickens. And we don't raise them for the wildlife, we raise them for ourselves. And, of course, they need to eat too, but they're so overpopulated now because nobody's trapping or hunting coon. And there's just so many of them. So, like I said, viewer discretion advised. I caught a little baby coon here, and I'm going to show it to you that I dispatched. But he got caught in a foothold trap. And I'm not about to go relocating coons into somebody else's problem. But you can see he stepped into that foothold trap, and I shot him between the eyes with a .22. And we'll go ahead and get rid of him. But, you know, it's a fighting battle between the fox, coon, coyote, skunk, rat. Like I said, even the chipmunks became a problem because they eat all my food. The squirrels come in and eat the food, and I try to deal with it in a humane way the best I can. I mean, I tried to, you can see all the box traps. I tried the box traps and relocate them. They seem to find their way back, or other than that, there are other coons, but there's just so many of them. And here's a nice picture of the eggs that the one hen seems to be sitting on quite consistently, and we have a rooster. So hopefully they're going to hatch. Here's more of the Rhode Island Reds. There's our manure pile. And there's the door I cut into the side for I could clean underneath the roost where they do most of their pooping. And we open up that door and scrape it out and throw it on the pile here and let it age over a year, and then we go ahead and put it in our garden. But you can see some of our, see how spooky they are, you know, everywhere they go something's trying to eat them. But you can see the rooster's getting quite angry with me. He thinks I'm after his hens. This is where our chicken poop comes in handy, is we put it in here after it's aged for a year, because if you put it in too early, the chicken poop will end up burning your vegetables and they won't grow. So you got to let it age and get not so hot, as they call it. It's so powerful. There's so much nitrogen in chicken poop. As you can see, we got beautiful tomatoes. They're pretty high. Some have tomatoes on them already. These are Rome. Oh, I don't know if I'm upside down or so. Anyway, there's some tomatoes. We got some cherry tomatoes here that aren't producing yet, but they will. They're getting nice and healthy. And we have peppers, pepper plants. And we have cabbage and Brussels sprouts. More peppers. We have squash. A lot of weeds. I got to get in this part with the cultivator. As you can see, I just cultivated the tomatoes. But I need to get in here the rest of the cultivator. It's just too muddy right now. We had a long rain and the cultivator just bogs up with mud if I get in there. But that's our garden. The chicken poop takes care of, and we eat the eggs, and the chickens, when they get old enough and stop producing eggs, we'll make soup out of them. Well, thanks for watching. Mike's Guns and Bows Spiker 4440. The bugs are coming out now, so we're going to go ahead and take that coon into the woods, and something else will eat it. Believe that, because we've done it before. We throw it in there and something else eats the coon, so hopefully, you know, something else is getting a meal out of it and it's not just wasted. So nature is a balance of everything, and hopefully we try to keep on the good side of it, but we do lose chickens and we have to take extreme measures. So thanks for watching.